What's up guys, welcome to a new market update with crypto and profits and just in general the whole market we're just gonna go over. It is currently Wednesday the 3rd of Jan. Banking holidays in the major currency markets are nearly over. The only one left is Japanese yen. For what I know, markets are starting to move a little bit again, and obviously we had a very slow couple of days and weeks since we had Christmas and obviously New Year's. And for everyone obviously listening, Happy New Year. We are just going over this to check out the market and also to follow up on our last update. So if you want to check out the last update, it is in the comments below or basically in the description below. So on our last update, we spoke about the total market cap on cryptocurrencies. And basically, we are seeing what we said in the last update of a week ago, which is that we're going to continue to see an increase in total market cap. So more volume coming into crypto, and then basically around somewhere here. So around this zone, okay, I'm gonna change this one into blue. Around this zone over here, when we hit target on the sequence at 1.8 trillion US dollars market volume, that's probably when the ETF is gonna be launched in the next days. And then until ETF, we will see a big drop, I guess. Okay, so I would say we're gonna see a big drop, a liquidation of a lot of open buy positions, because the big ones are gonna push down the market and then buy at a cheaper price. Okay, and obviously buying crypto at 1.8 trillion dollars market cap or at 1.3 is a lot of money, obviously, right? So what they want to see is this. So number one, what's going to happen is we're going to continue to increase in crypto market cap and obviously also in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin price is going to increase, Ethereum price is going to follow, lag a little bit behind, but especially Bitcoin price. Okay, so Bitcoin price is going to increase until the ETF. When the ETF comes, we're going to see probably a strong sell-off. Just because the big hedge funds and all the big players, they want to see price lower, right? It would be too easy if ETF comes out and price just pumps up 100%, for example, okay? Or you just see one candle that completely destroys everything positively, like a bullish candle, a bullish candle. It's not that easy, right? Because if a lot of people come in at that point where the ETF comes in, right over here somewhere, they need to sell, right? They're gonna sell, and for what when they sell, they need a lot of buy orders, right? For the liquidity the liquidity order to be filled to push price down again, they need a lot of buyers, right? So the 80%, the so-called idiots on the market, the so-called uneducated people on the market, they gonna buy. They're gonna buy when the ETF comes out. This is gonna fill the orders for the market makers, banks, hedge funds, people with a lot of money, right? Basically, and it's gonna push down the price, right? Because all of these leveraged liquidation, all these leveraged orders are gonna get liquidated, right? Why? Because everyone on Bybit, everyone on wherever is currently in a buy position with leverage X3, leverage X5, 10, buying Bitcoin and buying crypto. Okay, so they will be kicked out because again, most people lose in the market, some people make money. So we're just gonna play the opposite. Okay, so that's very important information on the game plan on what I'm gonna do when the ETF comes out. So when the ETF comes out, we're gonna wait until it increases. We're gonna wait until it drops, and somewhere over here, when market volume drops, somewhere over here is the plan to re-enter. Okay, how does it look on Bitcoin? At the same with the same thing with the price. So Bitcoin is still pushing. We are currently doing what we needed to do and what we needed to see. And that's basically the current sequence over here in Bitcoin. Okay, so what I would like to see is Bitcoin coming back to 30K. Okay, so we're gonna continue to push up a little bit until the ETF drops. When the ETF drops, the most beautiful thing, the best thing would be if Bitcoin drops to 30K one last time, and that's gonna be the last time. So it's gonna drop about 40%. Why? Because again, why? Because everyone at the end of the day is buying and sees Bitcoin doing this when the ETF comes out. Okay, that's what they believe. It's just gonna go up. So I'm buying. Okay, now again, hedge funds, big institutions, they want Bitcoin price cheaper, one last time cheaper. So they're gonna kick out everyone out of the market. How do they do it? They sell while everyone else buys. they have more money, they have more capability, they have more monetary power. So price surges, it's gonna drop. Why? Because again, the sell orders need to be the sell needs to be filled with buy orders, right? So then they all get liquidated, and we could easily drop 40%. That would like scare off everyone, right? That would scare off everyone. That's what they want. They want to scare off everyone, because then they get Bitcoin cheaper, and that's where we're gonna re-enter, right? So I'm gonna wait until we have the correction. I'm already positioned in crypto. I have my positions opened, right? But I'm just gonna wait until it drops and then re-enter. And from there on, we take it and enter the leverage trades and whatsoever. I don't know, obviously, if it's gonna be a 40% correction, but it's definitely gonna correct, okay? 20%, 30%, I believe it's gonna be 40%, right? It will never happen as everyone intended it to be, and they want you and me out of the market. They want the Bitcoins, right? So they wanna kick us out. How do they kick us out? Is after the ETF, which is good news, they completely destroy price. News, oh my God, Bitcoin ETF, after Bitcoin ETF launch, Bitcoin price surges, blah, blah, all of these people out. They get cheap Bitcoin, and then they go into their customer acquisition and they tell everyone, hey, we get Bitcoin 40% cheaper right now. So join our new hedge fund, our new ETF, whatever. Okay. And then over the next months, then also combination with the crypto halving, right? With Bitcoin halving, we're going to see an insane increase from Bitcoin going from 30K up to 121. So that is the game plan. And it's still the same game plan as the last 5 or 7, 8, 9 updates. All the updates I basically did is what I'm saying since 2 or 3 years. So that's what we're gonna do, okay? We took a beautiful trade here on Bybit. Here on Bybit, as you can see, Bitcoin entered $300 in profit. Ripple, we're going to talk about in a second. Very interesting, building a lot of stability. And then we have Ethereum trade, which is running perfectly. The Ethereum trade, I'm just going to let run, okay? So we took a beautiful trade over here with 7% profit. First of all, we got stopped out. If you are part of the value channel on Telegram, where I send these trade ideas, you know it. First, we got stopped out here, and then we re-entered, and over here, took 7% profit, lost 3%, so 4% in total on this trade with leverage, and the position still open. I'm just keeping it open, okay? Then we have Ethereum, right? Ethereum is also very, very interesting because we are holding this position over here since a long time so far. And what we want to see is basically the same as in Bitcoin. So we are finishing this first sequence over here, okay? We are finishing it. We have a smaller sequence, an internal one, which is working. As you can see, we are reacting over here, okay? So we are still building up bullish, reacting, so all good over here. And as you can see over here, we are just holding the position since 1.7 price, and we are currently up 50% without leverage. Now on this position, obviously we have leverage. We are using Ethereum 20x. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to let this position run depending on what price does. If price comes down back, corrects, then I'm going to re-enter and just ride it up again. But for now, I'm just keeping it open, and I'm going to be very interested in what's going to happen. If I get stopped out, no problem. I'm break even, and then I'm just going to re-enter. If not, this trade is going to be a good one. Okay, now off to Ripple, which is going to be very, very interesting because Ripple is doing something that Ripple does a lot, and that's building a lot of stability. Okay, so as you can see, this area over here, okay, this whole area, it goes up, finishes sequence, comes down, and builds this stability. Okay, so I'm just gonna follow it and then explain you what I mean by that. So all of this is a lot of stability. Okay, this is called a side trend or a consolidation zone. And what it means at the end of the day, let me push this over so I can explain it a little bit to you. It is like it works like a floor. Okay, not like it works like a stabilization for the market. Okay, so let's say for example, price does this, price comes up, okay, in that sense price down, okay, price came down, and now what we want is obviously price to increase. Okay, well, we want like a strong increase. Now what do we need is a lot of stability. What is stability, right? So right now we have a fair price, there's a lot of balance. Okay, there's a lot of balance in price, that's why we are balancing out, there's not a lot of stuff happening. But when a price does this, it stabilizes also. When it stabilizes, it means it's not going down, it's not going up. But where do we want to see crypto? What is crypto bias. Bias is buying, bullish, up, okay? So people are gonna start to buy up, and then we're gonna see an insane increase, because price, when it does these stability moves, means it's preparing to get to another level. And I'll show you, I'm just explaining you in a very easy, fashioned way, even though there's more behind it. But I never know, like, if you are a beginner, I never know if you are an expert. But we need these stabilizations. As you can see, we had a stabilization over here. Do you see this one? Same thing. You see the Ripple coming down, stabilizing in a buying zone, right? We are in a buying zone, stabilizing, and then you see this one. Okay, this one was an insane one. I still remember, I was in Cape Town that time. Yeah, invested $15,000 in Ripple, which is just like an extra position, not the ones that I'm holding, and then making 30,000 and selling half of it, so making 7,000 profit or something, and keeping the rest in. So you see the stability, bam. You see the stability, bam. Okay, so it stabilizes a lot, bam, increases, comes down, stabilizes a lot, bam, comes down, stabilizes a lot, increases, stabilizes a lot. Now, after this surge in price, we have a strong stability phase over here. We have a push up, which is not that of a strong one, and we have stabilization again. So we have double stabilization. It's testing these floors and going up. So I easily see Ripple doing this over here, which I am putting in here. Not it finishing the first sequence, but finishing the total sequence at $1.4 per Ripple. Okay, because we have enough stability for this move to happen. So very interesting right now to maybe even open a position and getting in. Okay, I'm still holding my Ripple position over here. If I get stopped out, no problem, I'm gonna re-enter, because I'm not gonna miss this move. And obviously very good for investing right now if you are still in need of opening positions in Ripple. Okay, besides that, all the other crypto markets are pretty boring. Solana, as we always talk about, is building up a little bit of a bearish structure over here. Solana anyways needs to correct, and it's gonna correct, hopefully, because again, at the end of the day, what we want is price a little bit lower so we can buy in again. But Solana should correct to $67, and from there on continue go up. Obviously, we have a Solana complete update and guide about that, so check it out. And what we did is, again, the game plan is always the same. We bought over here, sold 20%, 30% of our position over here, took good profit, right? Obviously price continued, but I'm focusing on my system. My system tells me to get out over here. Obviously I didn't go out with all of my positions. I would never do that, because there's always a possibility, as we saw over here, price increasing. So we took good profits over here. So we took it from here up here, okay, which was already double. Okay, we made 100%. Because we bought at $20, we sold at $40, so we made 108%, right? From there on, the rest of the account went up and is currently beautifully in profit. Now, I'm not gonna take any profit over here. Solana should come back here. I buy more Solana, and then we go up. Now, all of these moves, all of these corrections are due in these markets as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, as you can see. No, not Ripple, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. And they're going to be initiated once the ETF comes out, right? And that's basically it. So that's the game plan for crypto right now. On these updates, nothing really, nothing really that is like very interesting. Many people ask me all the time, like, what kind of cryptocurrencies, what kind of currencies would I buy? In my position, I'm going with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and Solana. These are the four major coins. Obviously, I have smaller, large cap coins such as XLM, VET, because I like the projects. I believe in them, right? Like VeChain, I really, really believe in it. Then Ape, just because of the ecosystem. I have a Bored Ape, the Mutant Ape, not a Bored Ape. So I really believe into the ecosystem and I like the art. But besides that, there's not like, I'm not a shitcoin trader or a shitcoin investor, right? I have a couple of small coins, such as, for example, IMX, okay, because again, Immutable X with VV and all of that kind of stuff, I'm very interested in. I invest if I see a future in it, okay, not just to pump the market, because I don't want to make money just to make money. I want to make money knowing what I'm doing and I can replicate it, and that's why a system is so important, okay? So that's currently about crypto, okay? Then we have Forex, okay, for anyone that is not interested in Forex, you can just tune out now. So we're gonna just quickly focus on the Forex markets. The only trade that I have open running is CAD JPY, so Canadian dollar Japanese yen, which is currently in profit. Needs to come down a little bit, and then we're gonna see a good decrease in price, which I think this trade is pretty strong. pretty solid. If not, I get stopped out, doesn't matter, break even. But I that's the only position that I currently have running. Now, what is interesting is euro dollar. Okay, euro dollar is coming back into a buying zone. It is currently in a buying zone, and I'm gonna enter this trade. Not right now because I need to take my phone then, but I'm gonna enter this trade as soon as I am done with this video. So I suggest the price comes down to the EMA 200, and I'm just gonna buy anyways because I have I have a very big stop loss because this is gonna be a big swing trade. Okay, so euro dollar is what I'm gonna take, and then all the other markets right now need to wake up a little bit, so I'm not really doing anything. Mixed feelings with the market. Dollar is obviously increasing right now. So gold is coming down, euro dollar is coming down, and we want to re-enter in gold at 2030. And besides that, we have the stock markets that haven't been doing a lot of stuff. Everything is coming down, correcting a little bit. Coinbase is correcting. AMD had another little bit of a push. And here you can see how powerful these turning points are in the market. As you can see, AMD comes down, tests our turning point, our correction level, and from there on pushes up over 80%. Okay, and then we have basically nothing really new, right? Our trades are running, our crypto trades are running. As you can see, our Lucid trade, which is also in the value channel, is in drawdown. Let's see how it behaves. Maybe we re-enter. But yeah, nothing really interesting right now. Okay, hopefully you guys checked out on Twitter the guy that I've been talking about. I always forget his name, Frank, I guess it was. Yeah, no, Fred Krueger, right? So Fred is dropping some very interesting things that I want to talk about, and he's one of the sources that I take a lot when it comes to the ETF. Okay, so he's a 6 years prop trader. He's a PhD and from Stanford in math, and he's focused on Bitcoin ETF. And as you can see, this is the gold spot ETF when it was accepted. This is the gold spot ETF nowadays, somewhere over here, right? So it went from basically under 1,000 points or 10,000 points to over 110,000 points. Okay, so you see total, and that's more important, is the market value. It's because what we started to analyze was the total market cap. Okay, so as you can see over here, total gold value, total silver value, total palladium value, and then we have total platinum value. Okay, and then total gold value is, I don't even know what this is. Is this 120 billion and 302 million US dollars? Probably, right? So this is insane. If you think about crypto being at 1.8 right now, or going to 1.8 trillion, okay, what is the market cap of gold in US dollars? So we have 13.9 trillion. Okay, what did I say? 12 or 120 trillion makes no sense. Okay, so it's 12 trillion, and yeah, makes sense. Okay, so 13 trillion is only gold. Okay, if we go back to the total market cap, so this is all of the money that flows in crypto right now, we are sitting at 1.68. So let's say it goes, right, which is going to take some time, but let's say it goes to our technical targets, which is 5.5 trillion. That's the minimum. That means Bitcoin 125,000. That means Ethereum at 10,000. That means Ripple at about $8. That means Solana at $400, right? If this happens, it's a 4x. Okay. Now, if we say we go up to 13 trillion, okay, 13 trillion, it would be from our market volume where we are sitting right now until where we're going is a 4x, okay, but to 13 it would be a 6x, okay. So we would go a 6x in the market in terms of volume, and that is insane. Okay, I mean, if Bitcoin does a 6x, we are at $400,000 or something per Bitcoin, which I don't think is very is something that's not going to happen. Okay, I really recommend you guys watching Fred's updates. Very, very smart. Episode 12 was posted 14 hours ago. We are 6 days before ETF. What makes Bitcoin unique? So just check it out. Discussion of Solana, Cardano, Casper. Very, very smart guy. And yeah, with that being said, guys, that's the update. Planned, or basically everything is running as we planned. The system is a system. We're gonna follow it. And for more updates, just join the Value channel on Telegram. And you can also join on Instagram. I will link everything below. Check out my brother Fred. He's crazy, a very, very smart guy. And follow the game plan. And let's get it. See you.